Hello, and welcome to Crowley's registration video. So Rocky, we're seniors now. Beforehand, we had no clue as to registration requirements.
I agree. So that's why we're making this video for you. Let's start with the documents you have in front of you. First, let's look at your transcript, which shows all of the semester and final grades you have made up to this point. To the right of the grade for a course, you can see how much credit was earned. If there's an asterisk next to a grade, that means you have an attendance issue, and you have been denied credit for that class. If you are in that situation, you need to make up that credit before you can graduate. Also, if your grade was not at least a 70, you will see 0 for the credit earned. These classes must also be recovered before you can graduate.
If you have credits to recover, you probably should speak with your guidance counselor about the best way to work those classes into your schedule. This may require summer school or taking credit recovery classes. Now, speaking of graduation, let's look at graduation requirements of Texas. In Texas, the recommended high school diploma program requires 26 state credits. You can see your total here. Many students graduate with far more than 26 credit, but you must be sure you have the correct credits to meet the graduation requirements.
Now we have the 4x4, and this can get a bit confusing, so I don't want to get into all of that. I'm going to go ahead and have our guidance counselor take care of it. If you may, Ms. Coons?
I'd be glad to help you understand the 4x4 curriculum. What it means is the state of Texas, in order to grant a recommended or distinguished high school diploma, says you need to complete 4 years of 4 academic curriculum subjects. That means, for English, for example, you'll need English 1, 2, 3, and 4. For math, you'll need algebra, geometry, and algebra 2, and then an advanced math beyond that. Could be pre-calculus, could be AQR, advanced quantitative reasoning. One thing to remember about the math is that the Crowley ISD requires that you take a math or math-related course for every year that you're in high school. That applies to students who take algebra or geometry while they're in middle school. Just as a reminder, that means your junior, senior year, even if you've already completed what you need to graduate, you'll still need to meet that local requirement of having a math or math-related course. Some classes here at the CTE Center will count for that. There's an academic handbook you can find online and on your scheduling resource page that will list out those courses that are math-related. Next is science. You'll need to for sure complete biology, chemistry, and physics, and then an advanced science. That science elective could be astronomy or earth space science or environmental science. We have lots of options for your science. That one is up to you. Then we need to talk about social studies. You'll have world geography, then world history, then U.S. history, and then your senior year, you'll have a semester of government and a semester of economics. Please remember that for all of those academic courses, you could choose to take pre-AP or advanced placement or even dual credit, especially now since we're working with Tarrant County College. The dual credit opportunities are pretty easy to pursue, but you'll need to meet certain requirements for those. Your advanced academic coordinator on your home campus is a good resource for how to get into those dual credit classes. With Skyward this year, you'll notice that your 4 core classes are already uploaded. Now, don't take that personally. It's going to say 4 regular level classes. If you need to change to an advanced class like a pre-AP, AP, or you'd like to sign up for dual credit, this sheet is what you're going to use to make that change. You'll simply put the course that it shows right now, what you want to change it to, and the reason why. And you can say pursuing advanced academics. Make sure and have that turned into your counselor's office by February 15th. That's going to be the deadline to make those changes. You can take care of that right now while you're doing your scheduling. Does that answer all your questions?
Thank you, Ms. Coons. That takes care of your core classes. Now, let's go ahead and start talking about the plans. First is a recommended plan, and for the recommended plan, you need at least 2 foreign languages. There's multiple different languages you can take. You can take American Sign Language, you can take French, German, and even Spanish.
All right. Now let's talk about fine arts. Everyone needs 1 full year of a fine arts credit. You may choose from art, theater, dance, band, drill team, color guard, or even floral design, which is taught at the CTE Center.
And don't forget, speak up. You'll need at least 1 semester of a professional communications speech credit. If you're an avid your senior year, then the 2nd semester will count for a credit, but this only applies for seniors.
You must have 1 type of a PE credit. You can get it from PE classes, playing a sport, or substitution like JRTC. In the fall semester of 2 years in marching band, cheerleading, or drill team. At this point, you do not have to worry about getting the approval for a coach to participate in a sport. Keep in mind, the coaches will have the final approval of these requests.
One more note about graduation plans. We've already gone over the recommended plan, but we haven't really touched on the distinguished achievement plan. You already know that you need 3 of the same foreign languages, but there's also 4 advanced measures. The way you can obtain these measures are by score commended or better on the PSAT test in your junior year, score 3 or higher on an AP exam for 1 to 4 AP courses, score a B or higher in 1 to 4 dual credit courses, including dual credit CTE classes, or complete an original research project and have it judged by a panel of professionals in the field. The Problems and Solutions course at the CTE Center is one way to accomplish this.
The rest is up to you. You'll need a few electives to add up to your 26 credits total. But like we've mentioned earlier, most students end up with a few extra. You have tons of options.
Well, that about covers it. As you can see, you've got a lot of work to do. Make good choices on your course selections because this is the time for you to communicate to your school about what classes you want to take. Administrators develop a master schedule and make staffing decisions in order to fulfill as many of these requests as possible. It is important to choose now so you have a better chance of getting what you want. When you make your course requests this spring, you will see the requests you have made, but that will not be your final schedule. In July, your schedule will be available on Skyward, and you will be able to call your school and make an appointment if changes must be made at that time. Be aware that the schedule changes for the fall will only be made to accomplish a graduation requirement.
If you're considering a program like culinary arts, cosmetology, health science, or any practicum level at the CTE, you need to request it now. Thank you for joining us today.
And remember that when you choose your courses, you're making a decision about the future. Stay classy, Crowley.